So one of the things I do when I get to a new city is I figure out the public transportation, and today we're in Berlin and we are going to take the train to my hostel, and it's only going to cost €3, which is way cheaper than the €50 taxi. So this is going to be fun and I'm taking you along on the adventure. Berlin is the capital of Germany and has been one of Europe's most influential economic, cultural, and political centers. Riddled with a turbulent history, this city holds a rough yet friendly charm. Street art or graffiti can be seen throughout Berlin. The difference between street art and graffiti is simply that one is tolerated more because it's more pleasant to look at. There are many forms of this art seen in tags, throw-up, pasting, and yarn bombing. The fact that this form of expression is illegal is almost an attraction for the artists who are working diligently not to conform to society's mold. This craft is a means for nonconformists to express themselves. The street artists believe that the street art is a means to reclaim their city and create it the way that they want it to be. Having heard so much about the Berlin Wall, I was surprised that it wasn't as tall as I had imagined it would be. It was only about 1 foot shorter than a double-decker bus. But it wasn't the height that kept people from escaping, it was the death zone. This area was full of booby traps. Potential escapees would have to scale over barbed wire, around electric fences, through trenches, past guard dogs, and dodge snipers before they could even get close to the wall. By a stroke of fate, the Berlin Wall collapsed, as Gunther Schabowski, in a press conference, wrongly stated in front of the world that people could freely travel from east to west Germany. What many do not know is that just outside the Berlin city limits is the capital of the Nazi concentration camps, the nerve from which all orders sprung from, Sachsenhausen. Concentration camps began in 1933 as a means to rehab communists. The phrase concentration camp came from the idea of concentrating one's enemies in one place. Many groups of people would unwillingly be forced into these camps, including gypsies, the mentally ill, homeless individuals, homosexuals, enemies of the state, and Jewish people, anyone that the regime believed to be parasites to the state. Sachsenhausen was an experimental camp and a guard training camp. Initially, the camp was not meant to be an extermination camp like Auschwitz, but it evolved over time as the Nazi regime became desperate.